What's up, fam? It's your boy, and in today's video, baby, we're gonna get directly down into another rehash of the metaverse space. We're always talking about how to invest in this space, and already two of my videos that I've covered on the metaverse space. And now I think there's another opportunity for us to actually do this even more aggressively, the way that we want to, the way on our own standards, versus just being invested in the meta stock or the ETF, I'm sorry. But at the end of the time, what we're going to do is that we're going to actually look at what the meta holdings are in that space. We're going to actually take a look at one of the things that I think is going to be advantageous to us, so you got to stay tuned for that. I'm going to even break down what that looks like for you and how you can take advantage of it, and how by using one of my links down below that you can actually be a part of the action anytime that you choose to actually invest smartly in this way. Remember, none of this is financial advice. You definitely want to do your own due diligence, but I want to talk to you about some of the companies that I believe are the ones that we should be more focused on and aggressively adding to this in the meta holdings. And we're going to do this our way on our own standards versus just investing in meta like I started out doing previously. I already bought up 200 shares of meta, and then I got to this point where I thought, okay, if I'm going to continue this investments, or is meta going to invest the way that I want it to, or can I do this in a different way? And I have. So let's look at actually the stock first. Let's do that first. Let's look at the stock for meta. You'll see that's currently at $15.82. So it's actually been on a nice run up here. So I'm not selling those 200 shares. I'm going to keep them where they're at. It's just going to let those ride. Remember, I closed down my Nvidia position to add into meta in this holding. So maybe it may not be too soon to say I won't close it out, because right now it may make more sense to take that $2,000, transfer over to where I'm actually looking at, or just leave it where it's standing at, because it's still going to be similar in what we're going to do if you decide to follow what I actually talk about in this video. So we'll see. But we're looking at meta right now at this level. You'll see it at 1582, and it's looking really good. It's actually moving quite nicely. If we go over to the daily, you'll see here this nice move that it has right now towards 1631. And we are now getting into overbought territory based on the news that has been presented, with everything in the news media about metaverse in the news cycle. This is obviously not surprising. If we was to actually go over to Google Trends, it probably would be trending pretty much right about now. So let's go over to Google Trends and let's actually see if that's actually trending right now. And it just may be at peak media. So let's look and see about that real quick, and we'll make a determination off that. See, look at this. We're at peak media right now, and it's actually flattened about at the same level. So it's still up high. So seeing meta overbought at this point in time on the RSI is not very surprising. We just need to see how long that's going to last, and this is actually an opportunity for us to invest the way that we want to in all those stocks that's actually going to be in the metaverse game. Okay, so let's look at what I want to talk to you about right now. Let's go over the full holdings of metaverse. So this is on Round Hill Investments. So for meta, the ETF Round Hill Investments is actually the company that's actually managing that ETF, and these are all the holdings that is actually holding inside the metaverse right now in that ETF. You'll see Nvidia, Microsoft, Roblox, Facebook, or Meta Platforms, Unity Software, Autodesk, so forth and so on and so on and so on. Right? Well, some of these we don't really need in a portfolio. And some of these that I feel that we can actually increase our positions if we do it our own way. So that led me to actually opening M1 Finance account today, last night. So I opened that. So give me 1 second. Let me log in. I'll log in here, and basically what it'll be is that we are actually talk about the Metaverse Pie that I actually set up over on M1 Finance. Now, if you like what you see in this video today, right, you'll be able to, let's see if we can actually get the display back up. Well, I wonder what happened to the display. Let's see if we just refresh this, it will come up. That's interesting. It was up earlier. So either way it goes, if you like what you see in this video today, what I want you to do is actually take a look at the link down below where I've actually shared my pie in this video down in link below, and you can actually check out this pie and see if it's something that you're interested in doing for yourself, or rebalancing it the way that you want to rebalance it. But this is my pie that I made up for the metaverse game, and now what I want to do is actually add some more positions into it. So we're going to take a look at some of the positions that I already have in here, because I made my first initial 500 deposit into this account today, and I'm actually going to add money into this over time, pretty much continuously, and I'm going to let this thing build out, but it's going to build it out on my terms now versus not based on what the ETF want, right? So I'm going to show you a little bit more here because I'm going to actually add more positions to this in 1 second. And that's the beauty of this. You don't have to do anything else but put the money in after you set the percentages up for the allocations, and it does the work for you. And I think this is going to be more of a benefit for those who want to invest in that space and are thinking to themselves, how do I actually pick the right stock to invest in the space? We are actually can come across other companies that could be actually beneficial to being in the metaverse space, and we can continue to add them to this pie as we see fit. So let's look at what I started out with initially. Okay, we started out with 10% on Nvidia, 10% on AMD, 10% on Roblox, 10% on Qualcomm, 8% on Unity, 8% on Facebook, 8% on Snap, 6% on Microsoft, 5% on Autodesk, 5% on Amazon, 5% on both the Googles, and 5% on Tesla, and another 5% on Apple. Well, now I've had a little bit more time to think about this a little bit longer, do a little bit more review on what we should actually be allocating to. And I decided that, you know what, maybe I should just show you the spreadsheet, and these are going to be the updated holdings, or that I'm going to add into the metaverse space and reallocate the way they need to be reallocated to, okay? So we'll see first. Nvidia's at 7%, AMD is going to be at 5%, Roblox at 5%, Qualcomm at 5%, Unity Software 4%, Facebook 4%, Snap 4%, Microsoft 3%, Autodesk 5%, Amazon 3%, Google 3%, the other Google 3%, Tesla 5%, Apple 3%, Matterport 5%, Take-Two Interactive 3%, Coinbase 3%, Cloudflare at 3%, Skyworks Solutions 3%, Disney 3%, ATVI 3%, Square at 3%, Nintendo, PayPal, Intel Corporation, EA, and Adobe all at 3%. And really, truly, I'm still leaning heavy on the semiconductors first. I think Roblox is already a staple in the metaverse space that is going to stay around, so I got that added as it is today too. The only one that we may not be able to add, I'm hoping that we can though, is Nintendo. So we'll see if we can add that here in a second. But that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to add these in right now so you can actually hang out with me for a second as we edit this up and get this corrected, okay? So we're going to change the percentages that we already have. I'm just going to go down the list, and we're just going to add them as we have them. So AMD is 5. Oh, so AMD is 5. So AMD 5, Nvidia 7, Qualcomm 5, Roblox 5, Facebook 4, Snap 4, Unity Software is 4, Microsoft is 3, Google 3, Amazon is 3, Apple 3, Autodesk is going to be where did you go? Autodesk is 5. Okay, that'll stay. Tesla is 5. Okay, and then we're going to add in, so we're at 59% on this right now, right? So we're going to add in some more, right? So we're going to add in all the ones that I have not done yet. So that would be Matterport. Okay, so Matterport, we'll add that to basket. Then we'll actually add Take-Two Interactive. That'll get added to the basket. Then we'll have actually Coinbase. Then we'll have, let's see, who else? Net, we'll add that in. That's Cloudflare. We'll add that in to the basket. Then we have Skyworks Solutions. We'll add that to this basket as well. Disney to the basket. And who else? We got ATVI. We'll add that. Square. We're gonna add that one. Then we got Nintendo. Let's see if that pops up here. That's the one. I need to look that up. So let's look up what Nintendo's actual stock symbol is. Let's see. Nintendo stock. See if we can find that one. That is NTDOY. Let's see if we can add that. NTDOY. Okay, so we won't be adding Nintendo, it looks like, to that. So that's fine. We'll just reallocate Nintendo's here in a second. PayPal. We'll add that. Then we'll have Intel. that. Then we'll have EA. And we'll have also Adobe. Okay. So that's what we're adding. Okay, so now let's go back over and add all these in. And now we're at 70% because what we added in, but we got to go change the allocations. Okay. So all the ones are the ones that we need to add in now. So we're on Adobe. Adobe is going to be 3. EA is 3. All these are 3s, and we'll come back in and we'll look at them in a second as we allocate these out. We missed the one with Nintendo, so we got to fix that one. So we are okay at 92%. Okay, so now this is interesting. Now we're at 92%. We get to add a little bit more percentage to these pies on what we think they should be added at. Okay, so I would give 1 to the I boost the big weights by 1%. That'll help the portfolio be even more equal balanced out. Then we need to I'll take Matterport up to 5, okay, and I will take actually Netflare, Cloudflare up to 5 as well. So I think that's too much. So we'll take it to 4. Okay, so now we're even. Okay, so we'll add all of that. Oh, we don't need to add anything else. I'm sorry. Let's go back. So we'll go back to my pie. So now we have rediversified this pie. Did it not save? Shoot, did it not save? It may not have saved. Add to basket. No, stocks. Back. Maybe. Oh, that is okay. So save. Boom. All right. So now we're saving. We're confirming the additional ads of Activision and Adobe, and then we update all these percentages within these other additions added in. We'll confirm. And boom, now we've updated it. Okay, so now this is going to actually change now. So we've added all these things in. So next time I invest more money, it's going to split these by these averages, okay, by these actual percentages. And we're going to see an updated pie. So what I would do is I will update the pie. I do an updated pie video once a month. I think that's fair to do. So that way we can see the progress of the pie as it's increasing over time. So, and I actually think this may be an actual way to actually invest even more money in the market without necessarily having to watch all the positions that I want to add into. So I'm going to be doing a little bit more studying up on M1 Finance and see what other pies may come to allocation and where we want to be at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link out in this video. I'm gonna leave it down below for you. And if you even want to sign up for an M1 Finance account, you can access using my link down below as well. That'll be below this share of the pie, where you can actually get $50 when you sign up, when you deposit money into your account. So you don't necessarily have to use that link, but if you want to, it'll be down there too. So I hope that you found value in this content today, where I've actually shown you the Metaverse Pie that I'm actually going to use to deposit my money into the Metaverse each and every time I decide to. And man, I hope that you stick around for all the other videos to follow on the Metaverse Pie. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Definitely bang that notification bell and make sure that you bang it really hard, because I want to make sure that you're around for each time I drop way more hot content than this. And man, you already know what time it is. It's been your boy Craig. Y'all stay safe. Peace.